single-use Fastlane here at Cedar Point. Well, today, that's what we're discovering. We're talking about it from beginning to end, so I hope you're ready. I hope you're excited. Let's go. Okay, now this morning, we could not use Fastlane, so this is what we did this morning. I don't know that's the most efficient use of our time, but we just wanted to just kind of ride a few things. Heading back into Cedar Point for one more day. Our first coaster today is Gemini. We're walking up to it right now. Let's go. Never mind, Gemini is not open, so we won't be hitting that. We'll just kind of keep on walking and see what else is open. Next, we are headed into this little baby, Cedar Creek Mine Ride. It says 1 minute, maybe. And I have a feeling that is exactly accurate. No, not accurate. Never mind. Okay, well, we start the clock now. Well, we just discovered that the app doesn't have any wait times in it at all, which is weird. Really weird. It might have it on, like I saw yesterday on when you buy Fastlane, it'll show wait times for Fastlane and not for Fastlane, but it should be on the main page. Wow, the fact that Cedar Point only gives you wait times if you're looking to buy Fastlane, that tells me a lot about Cedar Point.
There is one.
You could tell us all wait times, Cedar Point. Like, it would help the flow of the park. I don't understand why you're taking that off and making it like hard to find unless you want to buy an individual Fastlane.
Seems like technology's come a long way now. Like you could probably use some sort of sensor or cameras in the lines and it just update itself. But hey, let's get with the program.
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense at all. Especially considering that you did it before and then you just took it away. Like, that doesn't make sense. Immediately, let's go. It's time for the water ride. Hit this thing up next. Thunder Canyon. Look at that tan line.
Did I get whiter?
I don't know. I think your neck just got darker. All right, time to go. Get into the water ride. Let's go. Is this your favorite ride, Andrew?
No. I prefer actually Snake River if you want to.
Oh, really?
But just for that drop and the lap bar doesn't touch you, so you feel like you're going to fly out.
All right.
It's so nice.
It is already pretty hot out here, but there's no lines, so that's good. It is really slippery, though, on this wood right here. It's gotten really wet. Oh, that's cold. Freezing. Oh, man. All right. Well, now that we've already gotten the coldness out of the way, that was a straight walk on. Not bad at all.
Not bad at all.
Let's go. Andrew, how wet'd you get?
A little bit.
Yeah, more wet on your back than on your front.
Enough to make my nipples hard.
All right. Yeah, wet, but not like drenched. Not like when we did the t-shirt contest.
Cooled me down nicely.
Yeah, it feels nice. Felt really nice on my feet. And on a hot day like today, that's a good thing. If you want to, once you're done with the water ride, you can dry off in the heat of the glass blowing. That's always a fun thing to do if you're looking for a little show. And it's one more thing where Cedar Point has shows that aren't even just like shows of like singing, dancing, stuff like that, but they have shows of glass blowing too. Demonstrations. Yeah, this is where it gets hot. It gets very hot here. This is not anywhere near as bad. Oh, free content. Never mind. We can't do that.
I want big money for that.
No free feet content. Now, you can put your stuff here in the buckets. You are taking a risk with that because someone could take your stuff, but I've never had anybody take anything of mine. Watch now, my bag won't be here.
Well, as long as my cell phone is.
Trail Tavern. our favorite spot. Let's go. We're both here today. How you doing?
Good, how are you?
Good. We stopped back in for a little convo with Jen. Got to hang here a little bit. Definitely fun. Look, it's our creepy kids again.
Just a minute. Just a minute. Oh! Pork and beans are doing real good.
Pork and beans are doing real good. Cedar Creek Mine Ride took 8 minutes earlier, just for future Trent's understanding. Millennium Force is at an hour. All right. 1 hour, it says. Time starts now. We'll see how long this thing actually takes. All right, let's go.
Welcome back,
Ready for front row? Yeah. Okay, it's been about 52 minutes, something like that. Let's go. Now, it is 2 o'clock right now, and the individual or single-use skip lines just came available. So you can buy them. You can buy them between the prices of $10 per ride to $22 per ride, which is relatively comparable to like a fare. But you also have to think about that you're also paying the cost of full admission to the park on top of that. So it's not that bad if you have a gold pass or some sort of pass and you've been to the park multiple times and you want to use Fastlane one time. But if you're wanting to use Fastlane all the time, it would get pretty expensive. All right, here we go into the pagoda to get my individual Fastlane. Now this one I'm not paying for. This is a part of my Prestige Pass, but it does operate in much the same way. All right, I got my Fastlane, but first ride that we're going to is this one right in front of me. Now Maverick is a $20 Fastlane. Steel Vengeance is a $22 Fastlane. I don't even know that I would recommend doing Steel Vengeance as a Fastlane at all. I think that is way too expensive.
And it joins so late in the queue that you're like...
And it joins, yeah. And that's the problem.
Time is money.
But since I get my single-use Fastlane for myself and for free, I'm going to use mine on one of the more expensive rides. And that more expensive ride and most efficient ride is Maverick for me to be able to use it on. So instead I'll go up to Gatekeeper here, and I think this is a $10 single-use Fastlane, and I can buy that right now. Now, in order to buy Fastlane, you have to get onto the app. Now, it did initially say that there was a problem with it and that they were not selling Fastlane. That's because I was on earlier. So I refreshed it, and as soon as I refreshed it, it came on and showed that they were there. I just gotten a text message through the app saying that they were selling Fastlane. So that's how I knew that they were selling this. Now it does already say there's only a few left. I think that's a matter of them trying to sell as many as possible by making it seem urgent. I don't think it's that they really limit it that much. I don't think so, but I could be wrong, and we'll see how things progress throughout today. When you get there though, you press on it, and then you have to put in your information with your card. As soon as you get your information through your card, it'll tell you that you can go through your wallet, or you can take a screenshot of the QR code that it'll send to you. And once you get all that done, then you can go in and you can ride your ride. So that's where we're headed right now. Let's go. Now it did say $17.50 instead of 10. I thought it was 10. I think yesterday it was 10, but I think it changes from day to day and based on how popular it is or what their projected amounts are. You show it to the guy standing right or sitting right up there in front of the Fastlane, and then you'll have to scan it again here to get into the actual Fastlane line. But we're skipping a large amount of the line way back there for today. So that's pretty good. Just put the QR code under there, and then it will turn green, and then you can get into the Fastlane line, and they'll be watching you right over here. Here we are. All right, let's go. Here we are. Let's get in. You ready?
Yeah.
Love some of this new like team merch. Like you can be a part of the Gatekeeper team. I love that. Also, that ride was fantastic. So fun. In the back row, it's so crazy. And I love it that it like just flings you right across. It's so much fun. Good choice, Andrew.
Yeah.
So now the trick to Fastlane Plus, especially single-use Fastlane Plus, is that you don't need to ride every single thing with Fastlane Plus. If you have a couple of rides that are already lower, like what we rode earlier this morning, even though we did stand in an hour-long Valravn line, still that was one that we got out of the way. So I don't need to spend the $20 on Valravn, and instead I can choose to use my funds a little bit more wisely with other rides. Not to mention other smaller lines that we may run into later that we can just stand in those lines also, like maybe for Gemini or Blue Streak, things like that. So the whole idea is to make the day way easier on you with single-use Fastlane without having to spend as much money for the full day of Fastlane like you would normally have to, unless you're repeating rides. I'm a completionist, so I like to ride every single ride, but some people like to just hit Millennium and repeat it over and over and over. And in that case, probably all-day Fastlane is your better bet. All right, so they have these nachos. We've already dug into them. They're delicious. It's a nice thing. I always forget they're here, but
These aren't Cool Ranch Doritos, are they?
no.
Just regular?
Well, these are nacho Doritos. Because I'm a cheese fiend. No way. Is that Cedar Couple down there? Got a couple of shows going on here. You guys know how much I'm a sucker for the shows. But I'm heading over to the Hops and Drops bar to grab a drink before then. And then we're gonna be heading over to see the rally at 4:30. Because they only have 2 times of the rally right now. Founders All Day IPA. Love it. Let's try it.
Sunshine bright at Cedar Point.
Yeah!
Let's go off the place tonight, no regrets. Just love better.
Let's go, don't wait. This night's almost over. Honest, let's make this night last forever.
You make me feel like I'm living a teenage dream. The way you turn me on, I can't sleep. The kind of way you don't ever look back, don't ever look back.
I love the way you do it like that. When you close up, give me the shivers. Oh baby, you wanna dance till the sunlight drops.
You see the party's over, then we'll bring it right back. Baby, you burn so hot, you make me shiver with the fire. You got this thing you started, I don't want it to stop. You know you make me shiver.
Baby, you burn so hot, you make me shiver with the fire. You got this thing you started, I don't want it to stop. You know you make me shiver. Baby,
Get you out of my heart. Watch for yours with the bottom line. Know that I'm a Minnesota Vikings. It hurts me with something more exciting. Bum bum dum 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 hey. Bum bum dum 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 hey.
with you, it's always my fault and your short fuse. Just a good time bomb, and I think you should take a second just to look at your reflection. Isn't it a problem?
Okay, you see a Dean. Oh, say it ain't so. What's the point of trying to pretend?
Summer's not over yet, Jackson.
I guess you're right, boys. Come on, let's kick it up a notch. Hey!
Let's do this.
Summertime.
Here comes summer.
Gonna soak up the sun.
Here comes summer.
Gonna tell everyone tonight. Gonna tell them night.
Here comes summer.
Got no one to blame.
Here comes
For
summer.
every time I could.
Yeah!
I'm gonna soak up the sun.
Don't let the sun go down on me.
Oh, let the sun shine bright at Cedar Point.
Yeah! All right, everybody, say hi to Darius. He's been hanging out with us, so he's gonna be a new fixture on the channel now.
Oh. My voice is gone, by the way.
We got a little bit wild and crazy last night, so.
Go Lions.
Okay, I love listening to the Swell Tones. Definitely really fun. I have another show coming up right here that I haven't seen in just a little bit, a hot minute, meaning it's probably been like 5 days, but long enough for me, so. We're gonna check this one out. Let's go. Yeah, Johnny! Yeah, Lauren! Yeah!
That future flow. That digital spit makes level visual. I got that boom, boom, boom. Color me play boom, boom, boom.
Yeah!
Here we go, satellite radio, go get it. Here we go, satellite radio, go get it.
Yeah! Yeah! Hey! 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 Hey!
Subscribe to Not Your Normal Guy. Come on. Where else are you gonna get this? Cedar Point, baby!
Listening to a
I don't know if I think that's the best show at Cedar Point, but it is a damn good one. It's so much fun to watch them. I love listening to them sing. I love watching them dance. Everything about it just makes me so happy. And in and of itself makes me happy. But on top of that, just like watching these actors and singers go on and perform in other places too, it's incredible. I love watching them so much. It's such a pleasure to watch them, and it's such a pleasure to support them on this channel. I love that, and I just love seeing them continue to just be awesome. So it's so good. I love the rally so much. They're just so much fun to watch, and it's kind of similar to what they did last year, but I don't know, better maybe, kind of. Costumes are worse. Everything else is good though. Hey, we heard about you. We found Camilo. So this is his tattoo arm of all Cedar Point stuff. A place like no other. Oh my word, this is so cool.
Got the Snoopy stuff in there. A little bit of everything.
Yeah,
dude.
Do you remember the Ride Warrior?
Yeah.
I don't remember the Ride Warrior.
That's what made me want to first get Cedar Point tattoos.
That's
when they did the Ride
crazy.
Warrior.
That's so cool.
I'm a flight attendant, so I can't.
You're not allowed to have them. Snoopy, you even have Snoopy.
If you could.
All right, so we got Robert and I'm sorry, say it again.
Jeremy,
okay.
And
Yeah,
Andrew, come on.
and Andrew.
And Andrew.
No, nobody's shirtless yet though, so it doesn't. All right. So you can't tell.
He's got tattoos.
That's true. Yeah, he's got tattoos. Yeah, we already showed him on the video. Yeah, it's big. Oh, okay. Well, that works.
Oh, that's a blank canvas.
That's a blank canvas. All right, I just got a single-use Fastlane for $25 for Steel Vengeance. So we're done with that now, but we've got to head off to Steel Vengeance, and then we're going to go to Maverick, and I'm going to use my single-use Fastlane from earlier this morning, my free one that comes with my Prestige Pass. So we're going to check out both of those. Let's go. That's for sure. First time since I really hurt myself to ride Steel Vengeance. So, I have a Fastlane. We're on our way in. Let's go.
Thank you.
Vince, what's up? How you doing? Just put your phone under there. The QR code goes under there, just like it would with your wristband. But if you do Fastlane with this, you do have to put it away inside the lockers then, because you have to have a phone. Thank you, Vanna White. Okay, he's doing awesome. This guy, because he's going back and finding everyone who just single riders who need to get in. So now I can go get in, and then I'll just hop back in line with my group, which is kind of perfect. You press rent locker, come in and put your code. Now my locker's in here, and then I choose a color. I'm gonna choose red for today, confirm. Now you confirm again. Now you go to 463. Okay, other way. Right here. Anything that you have needs to go in your locker, and then once it is, then you can be good. So let's go. I still had a key and my cards still left, so I was able to put those in there, and now I'm headed away. So let's go. All right, now right here between these two things is where you go back for your locker. You'll come from way down there after you get off the ride, and you need to come back this way to go to the locker. The lockers are here kind of right in the middle of Steel Vengeance. Come down until you find a blank screen, tap on it, reopen locker, And then you put your numbers again, just like I did before. Red, confirm. Nothing matches it because I already got my stuff. But it would open the door for me to go get what I needed from down here then. I'd go grab my stuff and then I'd leave just like I already did. I will say though, it feels like it stretched out my ribs. Like my rib has been hurting pretty bad this week. And then I feel like you're constantly kind of going like this and back and forth. And oh my word, it hurts so bad. But also it feels like it got stretched out. So I'm not sure if it will remain hurting. Got some Miss Keats. We're eating it right now. Let's go. There's actually stainless steel bathrooms back here. I had no idea. At least I don't remember it anyway. So 51 meals, $3.14. The number of pie. Let's go. Line for Maverick is massive. That is the Fastlane line all the way out to the door. It gets worse than that, but we're not gonna do it for right now. All right, guys, I'm telling you, do not be afraid to use first aid. My hand is starting to really hurt and like get really stiff again since I had that accident. And sometimes it just does that, and I don't quite know what to do to make myself feel better. Usually, we've been staying at Hotel Breakers, so we could just go back to Hotel Breakers when I felt this way. But right now, I didn't bring it with me. So I asked them if I could get some ibuprofen for it. They write your name down. They say the time, all that kind of stuff, the date, when you got the stuff. And then they gave me 2 ibuprofen while I was in there, and then a glass of water. So use that area. You can go in, you can ask them for a glass of water. Again, be respectful. Be quiet. There are other people who are hurting in there sometimes. And then take what you need, you know, but you can ask them about it. You can also buy ibuprofen, Tylenol around the park. But if they'll give it to you for free, like it's one of the great services that Cedar Point offers for people to be able to do. There they are. There they go. I'll see them in a little bit. I lost my single-use Fastlane. I don't know when it came out of my pocket, but it came out of my pocket at some point. But that is a pretty short line for them, so they're gonna hit that. Also, my like I said, my wrist already hurts anyway, so it's just kind of best just to wait it out. But they're gonna get on that. And you can still do the exact same thing. It would be another like 20 bucks. So like 45, at most $60 for 3 of the biggest rides here at Cedar Point. Plus we rode several other rides today. So there are several things that you can do here to be able to get as many rides done as possible here at Cedar Point without spending the entire $180 or whatever it would be for Fastlane. All right, I just went in for confirmation, and yes, Fastlane's $180 today. So, I mean, if you're gonna spend 60 bucks or a little bit less than 60 bucks and still be able to ride all the main rides, my recommendation would be do something like that and then save something like Steel Vengeance right behind me here for later on in the night. That could be like your very last thing right before the park closes. That way then you've spent as little money as possible. You don't have to spend all $180. You can still ride every single coaster that you wanted to ride for the day and get a much, much cheaper grip on that. Plus, you can also ride some rides in the morning that you wouldn't have been able to ride otherwise until they actually say that the Fastlane, the single-use Fastlanes, are available for you to use. That way then you get the best bang for your buck here at Cedar Point. You're still able to ride everything that you wanted to ride, and you don't have to spend nearly as much money. So thank you guys so much for hanging out today. I hope that this was helpful to you guys and that maybe you can get a few more things done with your day as a result of this video, and maybe be able to do it for a little bit cheaper than it would cost you otherwise. Press that subscribe button, press that like button, all that kind of stuff. Love to hear from you guys down below. Thank you guys so much for hanging out, and let's go. Also, press that join button down below. It'll unlock a whole bunch of videos for you to see. So go press that join button and come support the channel. They are on now. There they go. All right, we're headed towards Gemini. One more ride tonight. Let's go. Pretty much a straight walk in. And we're out, on our way out. Back to Hotel Breakers, but just to get our cars and head out to Bay Mountain for tonight. Thank you once again to all of my channel supporters. Thank you guys for helping out the channel like you do. And if you would like to be a channel supporter, please go check out our Patreon links down below. Or you can also press that join button right down below on YouTube. Also, thank you to Casey Wood, Oh My Word, and Brandon Papagiorgio Foley. Thank you guys so much for your wild support of the channel. Let's go. Hey, thanks for watching. I release theme park related videos at least a couple times a week, so press that subscribe button if you made it this far. Also, check out similar videos in the playlist to the right or find my newest video to the left. Thanks again, and let's go!